kind of like this cumulative build out where we've got a coffee bar, a fruit bar, kind of this communal type of dining area, bean bags, ping pong tables. In a way, they're kind of disparate, but in a bigger way, they kind of come together to create a very dynamic environment.
I'll admit, maybe a couple years ago, I hated coffee. I found coffee to be the black, bitter liquid substance that my parents would drink and my sister. But it wasn't until after I'd left Ogilvy where I was introduced to specialty coffee, specifically Cafe 1668. It's a local chain in New York. They mainly operate in Tribeca. And there I got a job there working as a bar back where baristas were kind of like rock stars. And everyone sort of really loved and gravitated to them. They were sociable, knowledgeable people, and they were pretty fun to engage with. And that combined with a really great cup of coffee kind of kept me in the industry.
We worked with a coffee partnership with this company out in Red Hook, Brooklyn called Red Coffee Roasters. And Red Coffee Roasters work within a local cooperative space and coffee resource called the Pulley Collective. So they're out in Red Hook, Brooklyn. They're a valuable resource for many small batch roasters. Red does some amazing things. All throughout the year, they travel all around the world to countries such as Honduras, parts of Ethiopia, and they develop very intimate relationships with small family-owned farms.
Basically, we want to take over Coffee Bruins for a day and throw a gallery show / concert where we get kids from all around and adults and just bring them in one room and just show them a good show and have a good time and stuff like that.
From two different worlds, so I think what we like to do is take kids from different worlds,
different crowds,
bring them together.
Yeah, because I'm more of like always downtown, like a downtown kid. He's more like part of like the underground, like zine world. So
I work with a lot of zines and we put out a zine for this event.
Yeah.
So like in New York, pop-ups are becoming a very trendy thing, but for a very good reason. Such venues like the Madison Square Eats and Broadway Bites, they offer a very good resource for small businesses. The cost of doing business is not as high.
It's kind of sucks seeing that like a lot of my favorite stores. As a kid, I had like an icy spot where it was like a thrift store, but they had an icy machine in the back, and I'd go every single day after school to get an icy in one of these like cheap solo cups. And it was great. It was like the reward for doing my homework. And that was a memory in a place that I'd go to every day until high school when they had to shut down when the lease went up too high. Because now next door a giant condominium was being built where there was a kind of burnt down abandoned lot. And so that kind of pushed out like a lot of my favorite stores, a lot of my favorite places to go to. But because there's all these people coming in and the city's safer, people needed something that they're familiar with. So they're more familiar with larger chains, corporate things. Like maybe 5 years ago, there was like one 7-Eleven in all of New York. And now, you go a couple blocks any direction in Midtown and you're bound to bump into a 7-Eleven now. Starbucks, there's one every other block. These like large chains were grabbing up leases from local businesses, and now a lot of landlords and building owners just refuse to lease to smaller businesses because they feel the safety and the security and the sort of brand recognition something like a Starbucks offers it's a lot more beneficial for them than it would hosting a local small shop.